I know this is probably gonna be annoying because it's a well talked about book. Hey guys, welcome back. So this video today is going to be about my 5 book recommendations. I have 2 fantasy books and then 3 fiction books. And these are stories that I recommend because I fell in love with them. A lot of them have taught me a few things in life, and a lot of them have allowed me to take a break, you know, from the reality and immerse myself in a world where I feel like I'm free. Okay, so first one. I know this is probably gonna be annoying because it's a well talked about book and I feel like it's in everyone's faces to read the book, and there's a reason for it, because if you're a fantasy reader, you absolutely have to read this book. Yep, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. Sarah J Maas is a well-known popular author on Book Talk and possibly on Booktube and Bookstagram. She's written other books such as Throne of Glass and Crescent City. This book right here is what introduced me to the fantasy world. The storyline is incredible. If you're interested in the Fae world, definitely give this book a read. A young girl gets kidnapped by a Fae, brought into his world, and you just follow along her journey as she battles and navigates into this world of magic, curses.
Little man?
You honestly will forget you're even reading the book. I believe that's how good it is, and that's how good her writing is. She's very detailed in the world building and the characters in it. Oh my god, the characters, just wait until you get into the second book, but the characters in here, I end up having a close connection with them. For those of you that read this book, read the series, you know how Sarah J Maas is just
grabs you by the throat with these characters.
So if you're interested in it, definitely take a read. I recommend this book to literally everyone. I recommend it to almost all my friends. I got 2 of them hooked into it. This is a book I will never stop recommending. Second fantasy book, The Ash Princess, series by Laura Sebastian. This is being slept on, let me just say. It's a trilogy. I'm on the last book. This book is so well written. It almost reminds me of Sarah J Maas's writing, just how well the world building is, and the characters, and even the political side of the book is so interesting. Like, you're just intrigued about the story and the world that you want to keep reading about it. The story is about a queen trying to take back her kingdom with the help of her rebel followers. Not very dark, but there's some dark moments.
But who doesn't love some dark moments of fantasy, you know?
Okay, the next 3 are gonna be fiction. So the first one is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. This story, I believed, helped me understand a part of myself. If you deal with anxiety, if you know of someone that deals with anxiety, this book, it really dives into the mind of someone with anxiety, and you just it provides an understanding of what goes on in someone's mind. It definitely helped me understand how my mind works. It's more than just a story of a girl reconnecting with a childhood friend. Definitely take a read. There are some trigger warnings. Okay, the next one, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This is the first fiction book I've ever read, let alone historical fiction. So my friend actually was like begging me to read this book, and at that point I was like,
I'm not really like a fiction reader, like I'm all into fantasy.
But she was like, no, you're gonna read it. And I was like, okay, fine. I am very much glad she
Put that pressure on me, because
ended up being the most amazing book I have ever written. Don't let the title fool you. It is about her 7 husbands, but they each follow her journey through her 7 husbands, and you're just like, I think just as a woman you should read this. It's very empowering. It follows the journey of a celebrity actress in the 50s, and she basically tells her story of her in the industry and what she had to struggle through. The ending, but you know what, and all, such a great book. This is my last recommendation. I actually just finished reading this literally New Year's Eve of 2021. and I'm very much glad I ended that year with this book. This was a Christmas gift by my Secret Santa, and when I first got it, again, I had that mentality of like,
I don't read fiction, like, that's just not my thing.
But, you know, I gave it a chance because after 7 Husbands, I was like, never doubt a fiction book again.
And I'm glad I did it.
I'm glad because this book is...
Lost for words, you can say.
Actually, if you watch the show Lost, definitely read this book. Instead of people being on an airplane crash landing on an island, this is a single woman who is stranded on an island in the beginning of COVID. And you just follow her journey as she's dealing with that while her fiance is out on the front lines as a doctor during this time. Huge plot twist, huge plot twist. Did not see it coming at all. Definitely take a read. There are moments where I'm just like, wow, like we really went through that. Like I remember March 13th, clear as day. And this is where the book starts. It just gives you the backstory of someone in the front lines during this time, and then someone outside, like just seeing everything through a glass. So definitely give this book a read if you're interested in it. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so those are all my 5 book recs. So thanks guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.